At CRISPR Medicine 2024, had the opportunity to present our latest research results on using exonuclease Cas fusion proteins to correct and modulate as well splicing in genes that are mostly implicated in inherited retinal conditions. And we call this strategy ED-splice, that stands for Enhanced Deletion Splicing Correction Editing. What I presented was focusing on in vitro data, and now we're moving towards more advanced models like retinal organoids and also in vivo. CRISPR Medicine, I think, is the perfect conference that CRISPR translational nerds were looking for, especially in Europe. And what I mostly appreciated of the conference is the perfect blend of the different research areas that are important when one thinks of using CRISPR-Cas to translate into therapeutic tools or drugs, like the topic of delivery, safety, clinical translations, and basic research were thoroughly addressed. And this brings us to the topic of science that was of the highest level, with most or many of the European top researchers and pioneers in the field, both from academia and industry, that were there to share their latest findings. And another point that I really much appreciated was the layout of the conference, with this kind of open space setting that made it easier to run into people and to prompt networking, which is a really important aspect of conferences. And last but not least, the organization and the avenue that was really beautiful in Copenhagen. I think that the conference can be recommended to everybody, I would say, because, for example, if you're a master student that is not sure about the next steps in terms of PhD or industry, and you have a deep interest in the CRISPR-Cas9 world, I would say, there you can find an insight in the, as I mentioned already, latest developments, but also basic research, and in this case you can get a really thorough insight into the field and make up your mind for your next steps. And if, on the other hand, you are already, I would say, a seasoned scientist in the field, you can still benefit from the high level of science that you find there, including the people. People are really approachable, so you can set new collaborations, you can do a lot of networking, get to know people. And another important point is that there were also many startups there that were really keen on finding collaborations also in the academic setting. So overall, I believe is a conference that is both friendly for students, as I mentioned, that can simply be master students, but also PhD students that are just starting to move the first steps into the field. But it's really also, at least from my side, that I'm a postdoc, I also found really a lot of inspirational and important new aspects that I was not aware of in terms of latest developments and findings.